So just because someone comes in with strong energy does not mean you have to mirror that energy back to them. I just have been continuing to chew on the concept of owning your own energy. And one of the things that came up for me as I was thinking about that we didn't talk about that is worth talking about is the concept of mirroring energy. And it's a little bit different than matching energy. Matching is more intentional. Mirroring energy is unconscious. And so when, let's say, you are having a conversation with somebody and they get heated and they yell at you, it is easy to fall into the reactionary pattern of mirroring the frequency that they are at. So if they're coming in strong, you're going to come in strong at them. The problem is this is not always the most effective means of communication. And so what we need to do, and what is most beneficial for us to do when we are owning our own energy, is to back up a little bit, come in more grounded, and think about, like, how do I want to respond in this moment? So that could be not engaging. It could be transmuting that energy by coming in with a more grounded response, like, you clearly have some really strong energy about that. Let's unpack that a little bit. Or, whatever, something that just shifts the energy and disempowers, like if somebody's coming at you with that negative energy. Same thing is if someone's coming at you and dumping a toxic load on you, you can feed that energy, or you can try to transmute that. Now, it is not your job to do someone else's shadow work for them, but you can invite that. Or if you realize that, no, they really just want to keep dumping on you and they're seeing you as a receptacle for all of their toxic energy, you can choose not to engage and be like, thank you, I need to go. I don't have time for this, or whatever. Like, there's ways for you to gently disengage and just say, I am not going to sit here and just receive this for you if you are not open to having it transmuted. So there are loving ways to do that, but you need to guard your own energy, and you can do that with love and honoring the other person's sovereignty for them to be able to choose their own energy, even if it's ugly. That is still their choice. Free will. So, but you can help to shift it for them and give them that opportunity. But if they choose not to do that, that's okay. And so there was a powerful example of what I picture in my head when I think of mirroring energy. Tuning forks. If you have two tuning forks that are both tuned to the same frequency, if you strike one of them and you hold them next to each other, the other tuning fork will start to vibrate simply because its counterpart is, and they will begin to amplify each other. And so what that means is, if I struggle with fear and you are throwing all of your fears at me, all of a sudden I may start to feel more fearful. Why? Because that frequency in you is striking the chord with my frequency, and you are amping it up, and we will start to amplify the volume together. Well, do I want to be in a place of fear? Nope, I sure don't. So I have the choice in that moment to recognize what's happening. And again, curiosity and not judgment, not mad at myself that I'm struggling with fear, just going, uh-oh, I see what's happening, and choosing not to engage, choosing to see that part of yourself and just say, wow, okay, I see that there's some work that I need to do there, and I'm holding space for myself with that and moving past it and moving through it. So hopefully that helps somebody. So just be intentional not to fall into that pattern of mirroring energy, but instead choose your energy with intention. Own your energy.